World War I, known as the Great War, erupted in 1914 and changed the world forever. Tensions had been building in Europe for years, nations competing for power, building armies, and fueled by fierce nationalism. The spark. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated in Sarajevo by Gavrilo Princip, a Serbian nationalist. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia and, backed by Germany, issued a harsh ultimatum. When Serbia didn't fully comply, Austria-Hungary declared war. Alliances kicked in. Russia supported Serbia, Germany declared war on Russia and France, and Britain joined when Germany invaded Belgium. In just weeks, Europe was plunged into a catastrophic war. The July crisis showed how a single event could ignite a global conflict. Old empires clashed, and the world would never be the same. The war's impact would reach every continent, redrawing borders and societies. The stage was set for a brutal, world-changing conflict. The great powers of Europe were now locked in battle. The world held its breath as the war began. Two major alliances faced off the Central Powers: Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria, versus the Allied powers led by France, Russia, and Britain. Italy and Japan joined the Allies, and the British Empire brought in troops from across the globe. The war spanned continents, with battles in Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. The Western Front became infamous for its trenches, while the Eastern Front saw vast, shifting battles. The United States tried to stay neutral, but German submarine attacks and the Zimmermann telegram changed everything. In 1917, America entered the war, tipping the balance with fresh troops and resources. The conflict was now truly global. The world's mightiest nations were locked in a deadly struggle. Life in the trenches was a nightmare. Mud, rats, disease, and constant danger. Soldiers endured endless boredom, shattered by moments of terror when ordered to attack across no man's land. The psychological toll was immense, with many suffering from what we now call PTSD. Back home, entire societies mobilized for total war. Factories churned out weapons, food was rationed, and propaganda urged everyone to support the cause. Women stepped into roles once reserved for men, working in factories, on farms, and as nurses. Their contributions changed attitudes and helped win them the right to vote in many countries after the war. The war touched every life, on the front lines and at home. It redefined gender roles and reshaped societies. The world was being transformed by conflict. The cost was felt far beyond the battlefield. World War I unleashed terrifying new weapons: machine guns, poison gas tanks, and airplanes. Old tactics met modern firepower, leading to massive casualties and stalemate. Machine guns mowed down waves of soldiers. Poison gas brought a new level of horror. Tanks, though primitive, hinted at the future of warfare. The skies became battlegrounds, with pilots dueling in early dogfights. Battles like the Somme and Verdun saw unimaginable losses for tiny gains. The war's brutality shocked the world. Technology had changed the face of battle forever. The human cost was staggering. The world would never forget the lessons of this mechanized slaughter. By 1918, the Allies gained the upper hand as the Central Powers crumbled from within. Exhaustion, shortages, and revolutions swept through Germany and Austria-Hungary. The Allies' 100 Days Offensive broke German lines. In November, Germany's Kaiser abdicated and an armistice was signed, ending the fighting at 11 a.m. on November 11, 1918. The war left Europe shattered. Empires fell, new nations rose, and millions were dead or wounded. The Treaty of Versailles imposed harsh terms on Germany, sowing seeds of resentment. The League of Nations was created to prevent future wars, but its efforts would ultimately fail. The scars of the Great War shaped the 20th century. The world had changed forever. The echoes of World War I would be felt for generations. Its lessons and its warnings still resonate today.